What's up YouTube, Capital G here, got some Ritual Beast action for you guys to check out. Looks like he's staring down an Odd Eyes deck up at the top. He is running maybe too much of the Pot of Riches, man. It is, it's a good card because it can net you, a +1, and it is a card that can give you other options, but it's a hard once per turn, and a lot of Pendulum decks don't even run this card in general. Same thing goes with Echo Oscillation. These are cards that they're like nice little utility cards for Pendulum. Some people run them, a lot of people choose not to, and we're going to see exactly what's going to happen in this duel. To be honest, I don't think that either player's opening is really impressive at all. This guy at the bottom has 2 Kanahawks and 2 copies of what is this guy, Rampingu, and he doesn't have any tamers. So if you don't have tamers and Ritual Beast, your ass ain't doing nothing. And this guy, he has 2 pendulums and he can't pendulum summon anything unless he's gonna pendulum summon the Pot of Riches, I guess. But we'll see how this is gonna go. And honestly, there was one part in this duel where I thought that the Ritual Beast player is trolling. It's going to be so apparent, but I'll get to that in a second. So anyways, let's see. All right, Pendulums are going to just Pendulum summon 1, the Persona Dragon. Unfortunately, even though all he did was just summon this little ass, he basically went Kanahawk pass, that actually is enough to hold this Pendulum player at bay, as basically as pathetic as that is, because both of them have essentially bricked here, and Persona Dragon is a great card for stunning your opponent, but not if they don't have anything in the extra deck. It only has 1200 attack, so it can't really do anything right here. Anyways, looks like he's just going to go for Rampingu. And he just kind of passes. He doesn't have any tamers. Does not set the bottomless trap hole. Interesting. He's going to get punished for it too. At this point, I honestly thought the duel was over. I was like, all right, he's got Electromite on board. Activates Echo Oscillation. He activates, what's this guy's name? Electromite. He activates Electromite's effect again. Obviously, that triggers the Art Dragon. I was like, all right, this duel is pretty much a wrap. Because generally, when Ritual Beast loses this many resources, as he has both of his monsters cleared, and he has an ambush set, I think, I'm like, all right, game's basically over, but let's see if he can come back, right? This is the turn to do it because he finally has his Elder, which gets him the additional summon. Here's the Kanahawk effect, which will get him a nice little surge. Probably, I don't know, Ritual Beast Steeds or something like that. That's what they usually go for. Or they'll go for like ambush. He does get Steeds in. Then he goes into the Link monster. All right, that's fine. And I believe he's going back into Kanahawk, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he goes into Kanahawk for the second time. And it's going to search probably a copy of Ambush. Or maybe another Steeds. I don't know. Let's see what he's going to go ahead and search. It's so confusing. I swear Ritual Beast is the hardest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! History to play because I just can't keep track of all these damn monsters because you can only like special summon them once. He activated, I believe he may have activated Kanahawk for a 3rd time, but he's going to tag it out here and he's going to get a copy, well, 2 copies of Winda. Winda is a really good card. Then he activates the, what's it called? Oh, I'm sorry, I missed the trolling part, right? You look at his hand, right? This is the fucking troll of the century. This guy has 5 trap cards in his hand. These are incredibly strong traps. Not to mention his opponent didn't really have that much on board. He could have completely stopped this Pendulum summon with just a Solemn Strike. And he just went completely fucking troll. I think he was like, traps. Cap G, I don't need no stinking trap cards. I can win this duel with nothing but my monsters and my sure determination. So I don't know why he didn't set any of his trap cards. I think he's fucking trolling. Either that or it was a serious misclick. Or maybe, you know what? He might have actually ran out of time. That's an option there. So Vortex Dragon's going to be summoned. He tries to activate Winda's effect, which is properly negated, and he doesn't really take that much damage there. And now, rightfully so, he sets it's so crazy that was the first thing he did. He set all his traps. He's like, yo, forget about what I said. I need my traps. And now he's going to go for what I like to call Resident Sleeper, number 41. He's stalling the duel. And unfortunately, that he can now activate all these trap cards. Vortex Dragon can't do anything. It's going to try to negate, but it can't. So Steeds is just going to punish him. He's going to Pendulum summon probably in the Strike. Yeah, okay. Strike or Bottomless, one of those would work. And now the Pendulum player is basically on the back foot. He's going to activate the, is that Spiral Strike Flame? Spiral something. Spiral Flame Strike. All right, I got the name backwards. And at this point, he's actually just going to put everything in attack mode and win. And this is like one of the this is the weakest beatdown ever. You're just getting beat down with a bunch of fucking birds and random Ritual Beast monsters. Nothing on the field has higher than 2100 attack. And that's kind of just a feels bad moment. I feel like the Pendulum player definitely had an opportunity to somehow clinch the game because the Ritual player had 5 traps and didn't set any of them. But, you know, that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Goes. You don't take advantage of that. You don't end up killing your opponent. opponent. Dimensional Prison, by the way. What year is this? Is this 2006? I don't know. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed that short duel. If you did, leave it in the comment section below. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.